We're excited to welcome back journalist and author Crystal I. Berger, Hannah Orenstein from Elite Daily, and Tamara Fuentes from 17. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
I love how we all coordinated the night before.
Absolutely.
Yes, we planned.
Definitely.
We did. We are all like twinning. First, a new study from a leading talent agency has shown that female-led movies perform better at the box office than those starring men. Some people still have the idea that movies centered on women aren't as profitable, but this study is saying otherwise. Is this surprising to you?
No way. Absolutely not. I mean, girls run the world, so, it's one of those kind of things that I think women bring this unique thing to art, that men just can't deliver.
This is like the perfect panel for this. We have absolutely no gender balance.
Good. I mean, for a long time, I think movie studios thought that only movies about men would do well, but we're really showing that's not the case, and all kinds of people want to see stories about them.
Yeah, and it's like, I think it's funny because now we have no excuse, basically. Like, movie studios used to use that excuse, oh, women aren't profitable, oh, women are not going to the movies as much as men, but now we clearly see that that's not true. So, like, give us more female-led movies right now.
Even from a TV movie standpoint, look at the success of the Hallmark Channel.
Oh my gosh,
and
yes.
Lifetime. I mean, they are completely dominated by women being the leads, which leads me to, what are some of your favorite female-led movies?
Well, I have to say Girls Trip.
Yes.
It was a dynamic movie, but also, too, they had a very small budget, and they outperformed, and they really took the box office by storm. So I would say Girls Trip was one of my recent most favorite ones, and I think Still Magnolias is still one of my favorite. It's an old school one, but you still cry. You can catch it on the Hallmark Channel.
Especially when she's like, Shelby, drink the juice, Shelby. I'm like, drink the juice.
Yes.
My favorite is Mamma Mia 2. Such a hit this summer, so catchy. It's really great for karaoke.
Ocean's 8. It was so good. Yes, I can rewatch that like anytime, like possibly right after this. So such a good one, yeah.
I'm going to go with everything on Hallmark right now because that's what I'm doing during my evenings. It was Welcome to Christmas was my new favorite, and also Welcome to Christmas Colorado, which had nothing to do with each other. Speaking of successful ladies, women dominated the Grammy nominations this year. 5 of the 8 nominees for Album of the Year are women, including Cardi B, who's just been cleaning up and setting records all over the place, and Janelle Monáe. Is this news exciting for ladies?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially after last year's big fiasco. I mean, the extending of now being able to have more nominees in the major categories from 5 to 8, and to be able to see so many incredible women finally get nominated for the first time, it was like, oh, yes, finally.
Absolutely. And I think the climate and culture, too, where we are as far as women and our voices are so significant. And so many women are speaking about things. And you talk about Cardi B, she was, kind of criticized about being pregnant and stepping away from the Bruno Mars tour and just showing that you can still be this multifaceted woman, still have huge success, and still get nominated for a Grammy. So I think that's really empowering to see women in that space like that for sure.
Yeah. I also loved that of the new artists, 7 of 8 are women.
Yes.
And so to see that not only these big legendary names like Cardi, they're getting nominated, but all these up-and-coming artists as well. So hopefully we'll have female-dominated Grammys for years to come.
Next, we heard this week that Janet Jackson, Stevie Nicks, Radiohead, and many more will be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Are you guys excited about this? And do we care about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I don't know why I can't say that. Like, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame anymore.
I mean, I think we should. I think that every artist, whether you're a journalist, you want to be recognized. If you're a writer, you want to be recognized. And so I think that it's kind of one of those things that really distinguishes, in my opinion, it always has, like the true people who take their craft really, really seriously, So I think it's major that these folks are getting recognized. And I grew up on Janet, so, control.
That's what I'm most excited about is Janet.
Absolutely.
I got really happy when Stevie Nicks got nominated now. This will be her second time getting inducted. The first time was with Fleetwood Mac, and she's the first female to get inducted twice. So this is going to be some major history happening this year. I'm very excited. And also, there are hundreds of nominations every single year. So the few that get picked, that's incredible. So to get nominated in twice, oh my gosh, yeah.
Some interesting news and also a little gossipy. Another of Meghan Markle's top aides is quitting. This comes after rumors she's difficult to work with. Who wants to spill the tea?
So Kate also had aides leaving early
Mm-hmm.
on in her time as a princess or as a duchess. And Meghan's aide was only supposed to help her transition into royal life. She was hired to help her get ready for the wedding. And so, of course, it's only natural she's going to leave a temporary role. Who would be criticized for that?
Absolutely. And then also, too, I think, like, you're a princess. And so you don't, like, have the regular demands of the average woman, right? And so I think that people have to really gauge, like, okay, what would it take to be an assistant to someone that is so high profile, right? Like, the demand is going to be extra because the need is more. So that's my opinion with that.
Yeah, and like you said, it's not that surprising. Aides leave all the time. We've heard it before, especially, if you watch The Crown, she has so many aides that pop in and out constantly. I mean, it's not a surprising thing to see. I think people are just like overreacting about it, to be quite honest with you.
And I think that's what I was going to say, too. It's like, well, is it just the media putting this spin on it to make it a sensationalized story? Or is it really that she's that demanding?
It's also unfair to Meghan
Right.
in some ways because she can't even speak out against it unless it's through a press release from the palace.
Yeah.
So that must be very tough for a strong American girl.
Absolutely.
To have to bite her tongue. Steve Carell was a guest on Ellen this week and told a story of being hit by a fan's car when he was biking. Fortunately, he was okay. Apparently, she got out and screamed, "Oh my God, it's Steve Carell!" I'm sure he was thinking, "Oh my God, he just hit me in the butt." It ended up being a hilarious fan encounter. What would you guys do if this happened to you? Strange hypothetical country.
I want to ask about the Office reboot. Is it happening? I'm sorry. I know I just
absolutely.
hit you with a car, but like, I need to know. She had that opportunity. Come on.
He called it a fun fan encounter to Ellen, so I just want that composure and sense of grace.
Also, that vest that she gave him was hilarious, and I really hope he wears it.
Would you bike in New York?
Absolutely not. I'm a Jersey girl. I live in Jersey. So, I mean, I like a lot more parking spaces and, greenery. So I think New York is just one of those places where you anticipate that something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? And it's kind of just part of New York living. So me personally, no, I'm not.
I was gently grazed by a cab. I mean, it happens. You live in New York long enough. It's just certain things are going to happen to you.
Absolutely.
Pigeons are going to, you're going to get hit by a cab gently walking across the street. Let's hope that happens to none of you. If I don't see you before the holidays, please enjoy. Be merry, be bright.
Holidays.